half is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From the 44, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's blocked by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On on the sneak. It's Hurts. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The sneak doesn't quite get him there. He gets 2. Now it's 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him in the 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up a big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Hold it ready.
Second down, back to Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the move to his left.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action now, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On first down, Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A spin, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA CBS Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball over.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the draw, here's Sanders. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They go play action with Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made 1 play, could have had our shutout.
Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Pollard again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete down.